role of ItalDesign in the last 49 years was always to provoke the industry with new ideas. Our message is now that we are going to speak to all OEMs, that we are going to speak to the complete tech industry. We want to make sure that we have the relevant partners to drive these ideas further.
ItalDesign is a pioneer in new mobility concepts. They're a reference point for the automotive sector, and they are bringing novel designs, concepts to innovate, to provide new ideas. We partner with them to bring the two sectors together, automotive and aerospace. And the pop-up concept is exactly that.
Both companies believe really in finding the best solutions for people in future mega cities or generally in transport. So Airbus is doing this on their way, in their field, and we are doing it on our ground-bounded transportation, so trains and automobiles.
We think that by combining air and ground, we will get a much better use of the space that we have in our cities.
What we want to show is that we are able to think outside of the box, that we can disconnect from existing technology, because only if the system is modular, in this case when it can decouple from the air module for an example or the ground module, it makes sure that we can always find the optimal solution. And the capsula is always the same, so that the passenger is always in the same environment. It doesn't have to hassle with the change of the traffic system. We are really glad to share this concept, and we want to make sure really that it's available for everybody, and we are happy to push it from our side and to show our expertise and to bring it in.
In less than 20 years from now, more than 2/3 of the world's population will live in cities, and many in mega cities with more than 10 million residents. One of the drawbacks will be gigantic congestion. Many cities are already facing that, where time has become an increasingly rare commodity. So Airbus and ItalDesign have linked up in a groundbreaking venture to imagine solutions, and the concept they've come up with is called pop-up.
Pop-up is a new mobility concept. It's multimodal. It combines ground with the air. It allows passengers a seamless and faster way getting from A to B using the city sky. It's a partnership between the aerospace and the automotive sector. Two powerful sectors that comes together to develop new technology, new concepts for the future of smart cities.
What they've come up with is a modular concept that can both fly autonomously using electricity and travel on street level or even on other modes of transport such as hyperloops. Using an app, passengers will be able to order the two-seater capsules from the airport or train station, for example, to their final destination using this kind of transportation system.
I think right now the urban sky is quite underutilized, and that's exactly the proposition. The grid-like layout of road doesn't actually do it for us. We think that by combining air and ground, we will get a much better use of the space that we have in our cities.
While for the time being the project is a concept, something which looks very similar to this could be a reality within 7 to 10 years from now, because Airbus, with its extraordinary We Make It Fly know-how, and ItalDesign, one of the most innovative players in the auto industry, are highly ambitious. Who knows what other partnerships could emerge?
Well, we think that both companies believe really in finding the best solutions for people in future mega cities or generally in transport. So Airbus is doing this on their way, in their field, and we are doing it on our ground-bounded transportation, so trains and automobiles. So when we combine these skills into a research partnership, what it is, then we find very dedicated people on both sides. And we wanted to make sure that we take down the boundaries between these different specialities and find the best solution for future megacities. And with this idea, we came up with a concept that combines the best of both worlds.
So, Matthias, the first question is for you. What are the main drivers for Airbus driven this concept?
Well, as you can see, multimodal transport in the third dimension is a new thing. And it's really driven by technology, the same technology that's driving mobility in general. It's, like you mentioned, Jörg, it's electrification, it's connectivity, it's autonomy, and these are the things that we're working on and that we're working on with you now, because we can see the synergies of two sectors coming together.
Thank you, Matthias. Jörg, I have a question for you. Why did ItalDesign drives this project?
Well, we were working on this project because we thought that we found the ideal partner also to spark an idea into the industry that was very important for us. Because we think, as Matthias said, we have now the technology available to really make this happen. So there's a feasible autonomous concept that shows intermodality and modularity. These 2 points, intermodality and modularity, are really important to make this happen. And all this is destined, and that's our target, to increase the quality of life in people in mega cities.
Matthias, when do you think this will become a reality?
Well, I'd hope it could be a reality tomorrow. And as a matter of fact, vehicles are already flying, and we will fly later this year, our first demonstrator. But we expect a commercially available service to see the world in perhaps as little as 7 to 10 years. And this is because technology is already out there. We think, however, that just like what we've seen for autonomous cars, there are a couple of things to overcome. Not alone regulation of things that couldn't have been imagined just years ago, and then public acceptance. You know, popping up in the air is going to be very exciting to me and to many, but novel to others. And so we need to work with everyone to imagine how that's going to be.
Thank you, Matthias. Jörg, we saw from the movie this is a modular system. Which is the philosophy behind this concept?
Well, we thought it's extremely important to have a modular system because then you can really shape the system in the best way for the specific use cases. You saw that the systems are intermodular. This means they are brought into other transportation systems. This is important because you cannot spend huge money in infrastructure cost. Extremely important for us. But also when it's airlifted, when the capsule is airlifted, it's really important that the lowest possible weight is in there and the highest payload so that the customer can go with it the furthest. And finally, also very important is that there's an electronic platform that via an artificial intelligence manages the whole travel. So we want to help you to commute in the best potential way, and this is managed for you by an intelligent electronic platform.
Matthias, I have a last question for you. How this project can be linked, or what relation with the other Airbus projects?
Well, urban air mobility is really the perfect opportunity for Airbus because it creates that beautiful integrated journey that we want to give to the passengers who already fly on our commercial jets, a better way to get to the airport. At the same time, it's an excellent opportunity for us as a group because we have capabilities in vertical flight already. We have capabilities in autonomous and remote operated vehicles. So yeah, it's a perfect opportunity, and we're going to be working hard on it in the coming decade.
Jörg, last question for you too. Let's make a further leap to the future. What do you see for the future of this project?
Well, for us it's very important that we show how we can venture with partners and cooperate with other technology giants, so to speak, and to really make sure that something comes into place. So we want to make sure together that we're really extending our network and work with tech giants, with OEMs of course, because we think we have a lot to give and a lot to introduce to the market and really to improve the quality of life, and that's really important. We are going to push it further from here. We have one goal, to really improve the situation and to have it flying in 7 to 10 years.
Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Pop up. I welcome everybody of you now to join us on the stage. Please, Filippo, join us here as well. I would like to inform you that we have a very nice virtual reality simulation here and an immersive experience inside the capsule. Thank you very much to everybody for being here, and you are welcome to see the pop-up and 01 in close view. Thank you very much.